Hello, guys. This is Mark with the Mouth,
And this is Captain Glasses.
and we're here to talk to you about a little story. Actually, how me and Captain Glasses became best friends.
Hello.
So, as previously stated, Christian or Captain Glasses, we met during high school, but it was interesting how actually we both met. So, for me, we met during a little club that my advisor suggested me to go to because I was shy during high school, so I didn't like to talk to anyone. And during the teacher that was assigned for this is called Miss Robinson, or as Captain Glasses told me, Miss.
Miss Hodges was her original name before she married, but that's pretty trivial for this conversation.
Yeah. But yeah, I went there early, so I was pretty much alone. Then Captain Glasses came, and Miss Robinson or Miss Hotz or whatever her
Miss
name.
Hodges, like lodges, but Hodges.
Yeah.
Again, trivial stuff for this conversation.
Indeed. But yeah, she just said, just talk you two, and well, I'll get the other students, which were Brandon and Curtis and all the rest of the cast members, per se. And it was interesting because I didn't want to talk to Christian at all. I just felt shy.
Yeah, my advisor told me about this program after school too, and originally I didn't want to because one, I just wanted to go home. Like no one wants to stay at high school because high school was pretty crappy back then. But it seemed that the room was full of people that I could potentially like or get along with. And as you can see, I was pretty much a serious kid, which meant that everyone else would have thought I was, as Marco said, the weird one. I don't want to talk to this guy.
But we were both weird, actually. But at the time, we were just, eh. Well, Christian, like I said, like she said, he was serious. I was more shy than anything. But it was interesting because when I met him, it was my freshman year while he was in junior year.
Yeah, I was a junior when they assigned me to the program.
Yeah, and it was during the first quarter of the school when they assigned us to go there, and I didn't want to talk to anything, so we just sat in silence until I noticed that he had like a binder or stuff,
I had a
something like that.
folder that had Transformers like pictures on it.
Yeah, and of course I knew some of the Transformers, so I kind of said, "Oh, so you like Transformers?"
Yes, I did. I think that's what I said. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I know Transformers too. Like, so I don't know where because the way I am, when people know stuff, I like to test their knowledge.
What a cruel tactic. What is the matter with you?
I don't know. I just out of nowhere just do that, and
Oh, I seem to be interested and attracted to you as you say that to your date. Oh, if you know about this, da 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 da. Just start barraging them with questions.
it works sometimes.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Oh, but yeah, I tested him like, all right, who's Optimus Prime? Who's Bumblebee? Who's this? Who's that? Until I messed up.
Yeah, you were telling me like Dinobots. What are all their names? And I said Grimlock, Slag, Snarl, Sludge, and Swoop. And you're like, damn it, you're good.
And then he asked me a question like, who's this? Who's that? I'm like, who?
It was at that moment Marcos knew that he was messing with a Transformers fan that had at least like over 20 years. Well, actually, no, in this case, like 20 years of knowledge of Transformers. But because I was born in 95, that Beast Wars was on, so I had to relearn Generation 1 from 1984 onto now at the time. So I had an extensive knowledge of Transformers, and this kid decided to test me on it. Which,
Since I was born in 1997, I didn't know much of the Transformers. I just knew based off the Michael Bay film, the first Transformer movies, and some of the games that were available to me. I guess based off my knowledge of that, I didn't know like the Insecticons or the Combaticons or anything like that.
Stunticons, Combaticons, Technobots, Aerialbots, Omega Supreme.
Yeah, I'm still learning a lot of Transformers to this age. But yeah, I just met my match. I'm like, God damn.
You know, if we met in 2016, you would know that I'd be a Transformers fan because I had this big Transformers convention vlog that I took at last year's Transformers Con, or TFCon in short. There's a video on it in the in the link. There's a link below in the comment section. Well, actually, no, the info section. There we go, not the comments.
But yeah, yeah, we met like that, and I continued to come to the class. But the reason I went there a lot because you get to miss advisory time, so I was glad to do that actually.
Really, it happened during advisory time. I thought it was like during after school when people were packing up to leave.
No, it was during advisory time.
Oh well, never mind then.
Well, maybe the time was different for you because seniors and everyone gets to leave a little bit earlier than anyone else.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, it's just I don't remember. It's been like 8 years for me.
Oh, a couple of years for me since I'm younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like doing that because it just got me out of class a lot. But I was still shy. I didn't really felt comfortable enough to talk to anyone really because I just wasn't trustworthy to Chris really. And until Mitch Robinson told me kind of like a cruel joke that why don't you go to Chris's house or anyone else? Just hang out. And of course, I didn't want anything. I was really stubborn at that age. I didn't want to be friends with Chris really.
I mean, I was welcoming to everyone. I mean, I had Ryan come over to my house one time, Brandon and Curtis, and I think that was it. I know there were a couple of people that were there in the group that we don't speak to a lot, but I could see that you weren't interested in going to my house despite my offering to do so.
I mean, I felt like he was genuinely a good guy, but I just didn't. I wasn't a people's person back then. I just liked being by myself, really, and just hanging out by my room and all.
And that's why we went to this social, the social program, because we're all antisocial in some way back in the day.
Indeed, but in my case, I was very antisocial. I wouldn't talk to anyone in my group in class or any one of my friends that are now. But it just took time for me to open up, really. And so like I said, she suggested for me to go to his house, just hang out and, get to know each other. And of course, she just made a joke to me like it'll be for a grade. And for some reason, I was thinking, oh gosh, she's telling the truth. I gotta do this for a grade. Mom, I gotta go to some guy's house for a grading. But of course, it was a crude joke. It wasn't a grade at all.
Wait, Miss Hodges said that to you?
Apparently. I'm like,
oh, I didn't even. Was I even there?
I think she just talked to me on the side because she would sometimes talk to me alone, but one by one to check upon me.
Oh, I usually got Miss Hodge or Mrs. Robinson and Miss Minkoff to ask me, but I guess you had the one-on-one while I was not there.
Maybe, but yeah. I agree, and I got his information where to go after school, and I think it was during a Friday when I hang out with you, and you showed me around to your house and pretty much down Chinatown where he lives, and I was surprised to come to his house. Like, wow, it's kind of pretty. And I met his dog and his family. And, I was still shy, but I was respectful to his family and everyone else who was living here at the time. And of the years I came by here, I became more open to him. And later on, he called me one time here to make a YouTube video because in the past I talked to him about, hey, we should do a YouTube video one day.
I think you forgot the fact that you're just in awe with all the stuff that I had. Because as a as a geeky collector, I had a lot of Nerf guns, Transformers, Star Wars, Godzilla, and Jurassic Park stuff that a lot of people that usually come over, they're like, dude, whoa, that's an impressive collection. Or they just stand there and look and see is this kid effing kidding me?
Yeah.
How'd you get all this stuff?
Because I am a nerd too, and I do collect stuff, but I thought since, everyone thought that being a nerd was uncool or just weird, I didn't tell anyone I collect toys or comics or memorabilia stuff until I saw his stuff. I'm like...
And then you got this
what?
guy, me,
and
the collector.
Of course, I asked him a lot of questions, like, what's this, what's that? He taught me some things like Godzilla universe, of course, again, the Transformers universe, and since I know a lot about my comics, aka the Marvel Universe, he asked me questions about that too, and I taught him, and pretty much everyone else who is in a group with us, they come to me to ask about the Marvel universe, and I answer their questions.
Yeah, it's like a cultural exchange of nerdy and geeky stuff. I mean, all the information passed from one to the other. When I'm a monster dinosaur science fiction buff, Marcos would give me information about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and comics and how they either tie together or reference to each other. So I get to learn from him as the years go by.
Yeah, and of course, since I'm a movie fanatic, whenever something comes out like related to Star Wars or something he likes, I'm always the first one to tell him, like, hey, they're making a new Godzilla movie this year. And then I ask him, so is this connected to this? Because he knows more about that. I just tell him, hey, spoilers, this is coming up ahead before it was announced publicly, because I know where to find the resources for this.
Yeah, we bonded pretty well over the years. We found out that we're more alike than different. Like, we
Yeah.
have the antisocial tendencies at first. We're both, like, geeky, nerdy fellows. And don't forget, also, we love making videos,
Yeah.
whether it be live action or skits or, like, make scripts and whatnot. And last but not least, like, comic conventions, man.
Indeed.
That's, like, the big stuff that we do.
And lastly, like I said before, like I said, Christian called me one day to make a YouTube video because it was so funny. It was actually well timed because I saw the first video he did with all of his friends, and I was like, I would like to be a video like that since I told him about it. And when the video ended, I got a call saying, "Hey, Marcos, do you want to come to my house and make a video?" And that's how I joined the group.
Well, either Lady Fate had like some strings attached to that, or I just happened to call you at the right time, at the right moment.
And it was like 7, maybe 8 p.m. at night when this happened.
When I used to text early. Now it's either 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning.
But yeah, I was like, sure, why not? And that's how I met pretty much everyone of the group more. But like I said, I met Brandon and all of them in high school, but I got to know each one of them more and more personally since we do videos. And throughout the years, me and Christian became more of the YouTube sensation because I'm involved with this a lot and I always come up with ideas and projects, and I run over to Chris and would this work or this fail? If it fails, I scrap it and remake the whole thing again and just come up with new stuff every second.
Yeah, and it was pretty great to have Marcos aboard too, because originally he was casted as that background extra or that character that seems to die a lot in the movies. And you could attest that with my other cast member, Sadio.
Yes.
He usually wanted to get this guy die a lot, and
Think
I was
of it like the South Park. I'm the Kenny who dies a lot.
yeah, the Kenny of the group.
Until I. In a way, I don't like to say this, but rolls up per se.
We'll just say that you got promoted to editing and making the vlogs
Yeah,
now,
'cause,
as I said a couple of months ago, if you
yeah.
remember.
Because when Chris said he was no longer doing the blogs or stuff like that, I took the opportunity to step up and learn to edit, and that's why we were seeing the behind the videos. I'm the one doing the edits and the music and all that stuff.
Yeah, I taught him to experiment with the editing program. Despite us having a not so good movie software on this on this computer, Marco seems to make it work, which is what I like. He's very open to learning. He's very confident about using the camera to film whatever he can and try to make the best of it. And last but not least, being able to express his ability to make these movies and to send them online. And he rarely asks me for help, which is a good thing because it shows that he's very what's the word?
Dependent or
not independent, more what's the word? Competent. There we go. You're very competent about what you want to make.
But of course, once I'm done editing the videos, I do a test footage, so I let Chris see it and see whatever feedback he gives me. And if there's a negative feedback, I try to improve it to make it better or funnier for you guys to watch and to be hooked on it.
Yeah, and in case Marcos isn't there for some reason, he has to go home early, and he asked me to look over it. There are many times where I make small minor changes, but I tell Marcos at least at the earliest convenience that, hey, I have to change this little bit because it either dragged on too long or it wasn't like good to show or the quality was like worse off than the rest of the footage. And we end up compromising when it comes to editing. But it's
Indeed.
mostly Marcos behind the camera and the editing at this at the vlogs.
Yeah. The videos is still in Chris's hands, but of course, whenever he doesn't have time, I'll step up, of course, and help him with the edits and pretty much every video in the future that we're gonna do.
Yeah, and seeing that this is our first podcast, it's kind of fun actually because it's something new that we haven't done before.
Yeah, we actually taped this. Actually, made a video of it, but the camera died. So
Yeah, because you are so persistent in saying, let's get this filming out of the way. We have this big story to tell about how we met, and as soon as the 3rd-minute mark came in,
It
the
died.
camera just died. It just shut off immediately. It said, battery reserves are low. Please recharge immediately. And it's like, well, this is over. Let's just do it another time. But Marcos is like, no, let's just charge it up and we'll just put it up
'Cause
again.
I actually been talking to him about this video because I've been hearing that you guys want to learn about us a little bit. So I decided to make a video about how we met, and so this is the video how we met, really.
Yeah, and I hope you guys liked our podcast, well, our first podcast, and hope you guys would be interested in about learning more. And if you're interested, please comment down below. Show us that you liked the video. Show us or actually tell us what you did or did not like about this video, and perhaps we could either improve our podcast or change it up to a more live action approach where you see us on the go in
Yeah.
the city of Chicago or at comic conventions. We're willing to listen to what the viewers say, and since we have a spike of subscribers on our channel, we should actually
Yes.
go to appease to that somehow and to at least make some content and make up that promise that we originally had saying that we are supposed to make more videos and much higher quality content.
Of course. Yeah, again, we do apologize for breaking our little promises. Personally, I hate breaking promises, so I try my best to come up with ideas or videos for you guys, but of course, like we stated in the previous video, we're tired, we don't have time a lot, and we're basic people, really.
Yes, YouTubers, celebrities, and movie stars just happen to be people that leave
Yeah.
a little bit higher than most, but at the same time in the same category as people where we need sleep, we need
Yeah.
a job, we need to eat, we need to
Money.
do our daily routine to make
Yeah.
sure that we have like either financial security or just better relationships with family or
Indeed.
friends and people and whatnot.
Yeah, and of course, we do thank you for you guys waiting for us for the next video and 600 subscribers.
Yeah, well, 605, but just over 600 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
But we do appreciate it and thank you for sticking by with us all this time for like 3 years now since the channel came out.
Yeah, and of course, like I said in the previous video, I am working on a script. I'm working on multiple scripts actually for previous videos that are coming up, and Chris is still working on his stop motion videos. Actually, he's working for background, so that way we can give you awesome footage about it.
Yeah, more high quality content, and even if it comes down to it, I'll just have to use a green screen. Like, it shouldn't be too hard, but it's going to take some time to master.
Yeah, because we're not professionals at this, but
God, no, we're not professionals.
we're not the higher YouTubers of, I don't know.
It's called bad productions for a reason.
Indeed, but hey, bad videos, good actors.
We'll have to reframe the good actors part. That's why on the Google Plus it says bad movies, decent actors. It's no longer good. It's just decent.
Well, you know. Oh,
We could-
hi, Mark.
Oh, hi everyone.
Thank you for subscribing.
Oh,
Hi,
God.
doggy.
God, why we had to drag Tommy into this?
Oh, because you little chicken. Cheep, 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 cheep.
Oh, just go back. Just go back to your original voice.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for your time for us listening to this little podcast that we made. Well, not little, actually.
Well, our first podcast.
Well, yeah. If you want, we'll do more in the future. Maybe talk about scripts ideas or questions that you have, or maybe do it live at some point. I'm not sure.
We could try live, but I think that would be like for the Facebook Live if we like
Maybe.
connected to the Bad Productions Facebook. What you say? Facebook site, since that hasn't been like updated or sent out to the public yet.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll keep you informed, of course, and of course, like I said, we'll try our best to keep you guys posted on what we're gonna do for future events, and of course, we're gonna try to make more videos for you guys to watch and be entertained.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you very much. And if you want to see any of our other videos, please go to the other playlist where we show you our convention vlogs or stop motion projects or live action shorts. Other than that, if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel if you're interested, and I hope you will stay tuned and stay in for more videos that will be coming out. And this is Captain Glasses.
Mark with the mouth.
And we're signing off.
Adios.